My friends, the time has come. In today's video, we are talking about the best K-beauty of 2024. And understand that I'm doing this video completely differently from the way I've done these videos in the past. This time, there will not be 50 winners. No. There will be 10 categories, and there will be 10 winners. That's right. We are doing the best K-beauty. In each category, only one winner. One product to rule them all, and in the darkness, moisturize them. Now, I did think it might be fun if we kind of showed some of the candidates on screen. You know, in this type of video, there will always be somebody in the comments, probably a lot of people in the comments going, what about this product? And the answer is sometimes I have a reason for why I chose one product over another, but sometimes I just didn't try everything. So no, you are certainly allowed to have your favorites. This is just basically my favorites video, with timestamps and links in the description box below if you would like to jump around. I do want to make sure you all know my skin type. It is dry, acne prone, and a bit sensitive. And I do feel that plays a big role in how we feel about skincare, but I'm of course going to try to not just stick with dry and acne prone recommendations today. I also want to let you know that, as usual, this is not just products that were released in 2024. No, this is the best skincare of 2024 and of all time. And I think we've covered everything we need to in the intro here, so let's get into the best Korean skincare of 2024. I think the best way to start this video might actually just be to start with the basics. You know, cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen, everything beyond that is optional, which would indeed mean starting with cleanser. Now, I'm keeping cleanser a lot more simple in today's video, again because for as much as I do like double cleansing, with my more sensitive skin, see, I told you your skin type does play a role in it. With my more sensitive skin, I find I don't do best double cleansing every single day. So I really wanted to make sure that our cleanser winner is a product that can remove light makeup, light sunscreen, can work as an all-in-one, can be an AM or a PM cleanser. It's a cleanser that needed to do a lot. So of my options here, unfortunately this means we're gonna have to rule out the Lagome cleanser. I absolutely love that one. It is a fantastic AM cleanser, truly the most gentle cleanser that I've ever tried. But it's so gentle that the brand recommends you limit it for morning use. It's not to remove makeup or sunscreen. Love it, not enough. I also have to remove that iUnique Centella Bubble Cleansing Foam. I love that whole category. Those bubble cleansing foams are super fun, but I go through them so fast. I've also had pumps break on those. I just don't always feel like I get my money's worth with that type of product. The Arencia cleanser was super fun. You remember when that went viral this year? It was kind of a short-lived virality. Fun product, but you don't necessarily need your product to be fun and paying a price for fun, which brings us down to merely two cleansers that are both from Essentree. Oh, Essentree, still my favorite brand, still my favorite K-beauty brand, and I think you'll see why throughout this video. So in the battle between these two cleansers, still a better fight than Tyson versus Paul, I am gonna have to eliminate the Yamroot Vegan Milk Cleanser. Love it, but it is just a hair too gentle. It doesn't foam. It is a dry skin type delight, but it's also not the best for removing makeup or sunscreen. And yes, the Green Tea Fresh Cleanser is my winner. This is the first winner in this entire video. I filmed the clip that you are watching sometime in maybe August, September. That's how far back I started planning this video this year. I knew this was going to be the winner because it's just such a good all-in-one. It is surprisingly gentle. You know, a lot of Korean cleansers are a little bit more stripping than I personally prefer. But not this one. Super gentle, works to remove makeup and sunscreen, works as an AM or a PM cleanser. I feel like it's as close to a perfect cleanser as you can possibly get. And I think that in the end, a gel cleanser did have to be the category that would win here because that's the cleanser category in the middle. That's the category that is recommended for truly all skin types, and this is a cleanser for all skin types. Moving right along into our moisturizer category, I want to let you all know, I just said the cleanser was the first category that I chose for this video. this was the last. And I want to say something about moisturizer. You know, it is one of those must-have steps in a skincare routine, but I also feel like this truly is a category where there are so many good options. I have zero doubt whatsoever that there are incredible moisturizers that I have not tried. Nonetheless, I will talk you through some of the candidates that I chose for the best of K-beauty. We have another Essentree product. That Yam cream is a wonderful, heavier leaning cream, but I don't find it to be the heaviest moisturizer I've ever tried. Essentree is also in here again, and the Onion New Pair Gel Cream, which has to be one of few gel creams that I like. Again, dry skin type over here. The Rice Gel and Cream, still among my absolute favorites. That is by the brand Thank You Farmer, and it is this absolute joy of a cream and a gel in one tub. You can mix and match to your heart's delight. I only chose this one over the Axis Y because I have more experience with this, by the way. I definitely don't want this video to just be, you know, Alice's current favorites. That's not what the video is called. Marion May Ida Binone Cream, another one where it is surprisingly moisturizing and nourishing and yet doesn't feel too heavy. The 107 Everyday Plump Hydro Cream, probably the heaviest cream in this lineup, and one of few of the heavier cream options that doesn't leave that matte look to your skin. It actually is kind of a glowier finish. But of course I want to pick one, so I decided to pick the moisturizer that I feel is truly the most unique, and that has to be the Chogongjin Yunganjin Cream. I've changed my mind a bit on this moisturizer. You know, it looks so heavy, it almost feels heavy too, but I don't think it is. There's something about the way this absorbs into your skin where it's just deeply nourishing. And that's what we want in our moisturizer. We want it to be the right level of moisture for our skin type. We want it to align with our preferences in terms of how heavy or light we want a moisturizer on our skin. I truly think that that can even transcend skin type. And another great part about Chogongjin, I'm so sorry for how much of a broken record I am about this if you watch this channel, but this is another one of these brands that is actually targeting a little bit of an older age range. Most of the K-beauty that we talk about is for 20 to 30-year-olds. This brand, with its ginseng, with its velvet extract, is for a little bit of an older audience, and yet the price point is shockingly fair. And that brings us to our final must-have and arguably the most important step in a skincare routine, sunscreen. And oh my goodness, 2024 has had some absolutely incredible sunscreen releases, two of which we just talked about. That Beauty of Joseon sunscreen is next level, absolutely. No white cast. Same story with the Probiotica from Skin 1004. Both of those are incredible no matter your skin tone. They are incredibly fast to apply. They are such quality sunscreen. Same with the Her sunscreen. That one also, no white cast. The Essentree stick is a candidate here, and it is my absolute favorite sunscreen stick. I didn't want to choose this as my favorite sunscreen because I think that stick sunscreens are a little bit more of a retouch type of product. To this day, I always have one in my bag for emergencies, but it's just not the product that I rely upon, so it can't be the winner in this category. Which means, yes, the winner is the Purito Daily Soft Touch Sunscreen. It's my favorite Korean sunscreen. I do like some J-Beauty sunscreens for the whatabouters, but I'm going to reiterate why this is my winner. As an American, I am very well aware that a lot of sunscreens exacerbate my acne. You know, I talked about in the beginning of this video being a person that deals with acne. Some sunscreens have made my acne worse. It has felt like so-and-so sunscreen caused me to break out. And I've talked to a lot of people who have felt the same way. They say, you know, I can't find a sunscreen, period, because they all make my skin worse after wearing them. And while I truly believe that most of the sunscreens I just talked about, if not most Korean sunscreens, make your skin neutral but protected from the sun, this sunscreen, I genuinely feel, makes your skin better. This sunscreen is rich in ceramides, it is rich in humectants, it is hydrating, it is moisturizing, it is protective, And it seems to be restorative as well, and that's just not something I can say about most other sunscreens. There is a little bit of a white cast on my skin tone with this one. Again, I wear makeup. I wore kind of a lot of makeup today, more than planned. I've been having fun with makeup lately. And bless us all, we need fun in the world. We need fun. So it is a case where I know I'm picking a sunscreen that might not be everybody's favorite, but you know, that's just skincare. That's just skincare. I have to go with the sunscreen that is my favorite in my best Korean skincare video. And don't forget something very important with Purito, they now do share their third-party testing of their sunscreen. So let's move right along through some of our optional categories. Toner and essence are up next, and I once again want to say these categories are a little hard to perfectly define. I'm just going to go with whatever these products claim to be, which means here are our candidates for toner. The COSRX Peptide Booster, I really liked that when I first tried it. I mean, I plowed right through it. I'm a peptides and a toners fan, so it just made sense that I loved it. But then I finished it, and I went without it, and oh how that just really is the test for products. I didn't miss it as much as I thought I might. So I still like it. It's a runner-up, if you will, in this video, but I just can't call it my absolute favorite. The Tier Milk Toner, it's funny how that one had its moment of being a viral product, and yet I don't hear that much about it anymore. It's nice. It is a nice toner, but I think that maybe it's a nice toner because it's a little more of an essence. Again, the lines are very blurry here and not in a cursed Robin Thicke kind of way. Ugh. The Axis Y, I was so tempted to pick this, but I'm really trying to not just pick what's new to me. Maybe that'll be my best toner of 2025. We shall see. But by the process of elimination, you know that for yet another year, I think this is the third year in a row, Anua's Heartleaf 77 toner is still my favorite. I don't think that this toner is for everybody because I don't think any skincare product is for everybody. But for me, there is something about this product that is so calming. And again, think of my skin type, dry, acne-prone, sensitive. It's a difficult skin type. So calming and yet very hydrating is a wonderful combination. I also love all the ways I can use this. You know, the brand is very clear that you can put this in a spray bottle if you so desire. You can use this to make your own sheet masks. You can use this to make your own toner pads. And that just means this is a versatile product that my skin loves. And I think that's the simple reason why this is winning 3 years in a row. But let's talk about Essence. To me, an Essence, if we're going in order of lightest to heaviest, Essence usually follows toner, so therefore it should be a little heavier, a little bit more hydrating, a little bit closer towards a moisturizing product instead. So I do think the Mary & May Blackberry Essence is a good example of an essence. A lovely Biface essence that is very similar to the Dr. Suracle. The Jumiso Snail Mucin and Peptide, also a good example of an essence. It's got that thicker feel to it, deeply hydrating. The Torridin essence is almost a little more of a serum, although do with that what you will because it's so thick that it is almost like getting a serum. Your money goes farther with that product. The Metapeel is its own thing entirely. I don't even know what you would call this one. It bubbles up on your face and it is exceedingly heavy, actually. Love it, but it's almost more of a mask, a leave-on mask. I don't know what to call that one. So again, another process of elimination, and some of you already knew that this was going to be my favorite. The Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice Probiotics Barrier Essence. This is a milky essence. 2024 has kind of been the year of milky toners and milky essences, and I do feel like this is the best one that came out. As I said a long time ago with this one, it almost reminds me of using the Ilia essence, which is, you know, a lot more expensive, and yet I actually prefer the ingredients in Haru Haru Wonders, humectants, emollients, and even some occlusives in this product. It feels like such an all-in-one product. You know, again, I have this in the optional category, but keep in mind, this is a good example of the kind of product that can do multiple things all at once. And feel free to move this around in your own routine to your heart's content. You know, if you feel that this works better for you after the serum step, feel free to do that. If it works better for you before, feel free to do that. It's your routine. Do what works best for you. Absolutely love this. The only thing is, remember to shake it, as it is a dual layer essence, but you don't see through it, to be reminded of that, so you have to remember. Let's do serum next. Now, serum is personally one of my absolute favorite categories. I've always been a big fan of it because this is your treatment step, and as I mentioned, I am somebody who deals with acne. So I want to say I did contemplate making an 11th category, turning it up to 11 if you will, and that would be acne treatments, and my best K-beauty winner there would absolutely be the Costa Baja Azelaic Acid 10 Serum. It's not my favorite serum, it's my favorite acne treatment. But it's a treatment. It is designed for people with acne-prone skin. So I didn't want to limit the best serum to an acne treatment. This picture is so funny because I feel like some of you might immediately know which product I'm going to pick here. Some of you know. Some of you know. So let me just say that the Parnell is very much my runner-up. Absolutely, this could be the best serum of 2025. This is a product that Jolcy sent me in one of their beauty boxes. Whoa, their beauty boxes are such a good value. Keep your eyes peeled for the next one. And I have absolutely fallen in love with this serum. The name, Sika Manu 92, that means Sika and honey? Manuka honey. See, I keep forgetting the Manuka part. But you know, honey is another one of those great ingredients for kind of all skin types. It's very deeply hydrating. It is antibacterial if you do deal with acne or other conditions. It's got some Artemisia oil in it, which, never forget, is technically an essential oil, just like tea tree is technically an essential oil. It even has melatonin in it. It's such an interesting formula, and I swear, every night I use this, I wake up with my skin looking more glowy. Alas, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. That is only bottle number 1. I have another bottle to go through before we make some serious best of decisions with that. That's the same reason I can't go with that Anua serum. I do love it. That is an amazing serum, especially if you are looking for a serum to use with the Medicube Booster Pro. It takes a while for that serum to absorb, so it's great for gliding your device across your skin, but that can't be my favorite. Torridon's Dive-In Serum, also another surprisingly great serum where I felt like my skin bounced back quickly with it, but I have to be true to me. I have to be. Manyo Bifidobiome Complex Ampoule. Probably my most repurchased serum at this point. I think this is bottle 4 or 5? It's another serum where I did not see results immediately. It's another product where I even said, I felt like I was over here going, so when do we see results? But after about 2 months, the same as the scientific literature, I started to see relief from dryness. I started to see my skin just bouncing back and being tougher. More resilient skin. That's all this sensitive skin type really wants. A lot of people call this a dupe for the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum. I don't know if I want to say that anymore. I mean, I just said it. So there's that. But I don't know if I want to say that anymore because in the same way that I have felt like I can't find a dupe for SK2, I've also met people who say they can't find a dupe for Estee Lauder's Advanced Night Repair. So maybe this is just another Bifida-based product where maybe you'll like it more than A&R. Maybe you won't. The bottom line again is everyone's skin is different. You gather this by now, I'm sure. So yes, I think this is 2 years of this being a favorite serum for me. Let's do eye care next. I do feel like this is such a funny picture for me to look at here. So can we talk about that VT eye cream? Because truth be told, I love using it. Can you see it squished in that picture? I got that in one of the advent calendars and it's been so much fun, but I've been over here thinking that through. See, here's the thing. It wiggles. It vibrates. It vibrates. And I think that it's just human nature to find that enjoyable. But I was thinking, would I like this eye cream as much if the packaging didn't vibrate? And I don't think I would. I think that it's a case where whether it's a gimmick or not is debatable, but I do feel like what's giving it an advantage is the packaging. And I don't know how I feel about throwing away electronic packaging. This is a whole, I don't know. I don't know how I feel yet. Let me know if any of you have also had similar thoughts. Because this is not the first time I've encountered this. I also have a lip balm that vibrates. I'm gonna have to throw away the packaging on 2 vibrating products. It's a bit strange. It's a bit strange. Anyway, objectively speaking, I think that if you took that product out of that packaging, I don't think I would like it as much. And I do kind of feel the same way with the Tear Collagen Lifting Eye Cream. You know, it's the packaging that I absolutely love. This is genius packaging. You press down, it rolls out, you get this cooling roller ball, which is a delight to use. And unlike the electronic packaging, you're not throwing away a battery. Again, strange, I just don't know what to do with throwing away a battery in my skincare products. Especially as quickly as you go through products, unlike, you know, devices that last for several years. I like the Chogong Jean, but as I've said before, when it comes to the category of brightening eye creams, I actually, strangely enough, tend to prefer Western eye creams. I feel like the Western eye creams just have the pigment down a little bit more. Wish they'd bring the price down. But yes, the Axis Y Eye Serum is going to be my favorite here because while it has that joyous packaging that just feels so nice to use, as a standalone eye serum, if this was in awful packaging, I would still love the product. Fragrance-free, which I just feel like all eye products probably should be. It's got some hydrating collagen, some peptides in it, some of my favorite peptides. It's got brightening niacinamide. It's even got ceramides. It's just such a perfect formula, where I guess what it is with this is you have the best product and the best packaging. The only thing I would like to see Axis Y do would be to come out with a jumbo size of this. Oh, please do that, Axis Y. Please do that. Our final 3 categories in this video are definitely very optional. I don't even use these every single day. Let's just start with neck cream as a good example. You don't necessarily need to have a neck cream in your routine. You can just use your moisturizer for your face. Believe it or not, your skin does not know the difference. That said, if you do want a neck cream, there is only one that I could possibly consider. And that is the MedAppeal Collagen Nate Thread Neck Cream. Now, I just said you can use your face moisturizer on your neck. This is the rare case where I personally don't use this on my face because it is such a heavy cream. In fact, that's my only real drawback with this. I hated this when I first tried it because it's so thick and stringy. But I've come to just accept that that's the magic in this. That absolute thick texture is what is so efficient for just deeply moisturizing. By the way, I don't want to scare anyone off. I got a lot of questions on my MedAppeal video about can you use this on your face, and I just don't know is the answer. If it works for you, feel free to share your experience. If it doesn't, feel free to share your experience, and also feel free to, you know, not try. I'm not gonna try. No thanks. I'm not gonna risk it. I have acne-prone skin. If people without acne-prone skin would like to risk it, be my guest. Then we have sleeping masks. One more time with sleeping masks, remember that this is meant to be a supplement to your moisturizer. This is meant to go on top rather than to replace your moisturizer. I think a lot of people might forget that. You can do it if it works for you, but the way these products are designed is to be a second moisturizing layer. At least in most cases, I'm sure there are exceptions. The COSRX Propolis Honey Overnight Mask, that's a great, kind of more of an occlusive sensation type of mask, and that's exactly what you would expect from this category is occlusion. You would expect it to be that final layer that locks in everything. The Abib Rice Probiotics Overnight Mask, that one is still so bizarrely underrated. It has one of the most simple ingredients lists I've ever seen in a product, and yet it really is such a lovely overnight mask. The Laneige Bouncy and Firm Sleeping Mask, one of my favorite finds, new releases of 2024. Absolutely love this, though it's a little expensive. Yeah, it's actually a product that I bought at Sephora. I don't know if you can get it at Yesstyle, etc. Maybe not. So my top pick here for another year is the Suasu Overnight Vitalizing Mask. And listen, Suasu is usually a very expensive company. This product is some bizarre exception. I think that I saw this on Yesstyle for $7 or $8 for 1 fluid ounce. This is another one of those brands that is designed for more mature skin, for more mature skin needs, and yet the price of this is comparing to what? Purito, COSRX, etc. It's actually bizarrely affordable in terms of price per ounce. This is the mini size though. The full size does tend to run a bit more expensive, but even then, the full size is 4 fluid ounces. And I think that this is such an interesting case of a product because it has such a long ingredients list, wherein I really can't look at the ingredients list and pick out specific ingredients that I think are responsible for the results. I think this really is a good example of the impact of formulation and how, these formulators, these cosmetic chemists can take these ingredients and essentially work what feels like magic, what feels like alchemy. But it really is chemistry. It's chemistry. And my friends, our last category of the best K-beauty, I am bringing back wash-off masks. It has been a long time since I have even dared to think about favorites here. Some of you might remember, though, the I'm From Honey mask is a very long time favorite. I do think that if you have a similar skin type to mine, if you have a lot of issues with inflammation, sensitivity, this could easily be your favorite here. And I still think this is a great product. Now, we're gonna eliminate the Cake My Day from I Do Care. I think that's a lovely hydrating mask. I really do. It's fun. It's got these kind of sprinkles in it. Super fun if you just kind of want to have a bit of a pampering session, but I don't know if it really does all that much more than, a good routine that is also hydrating. The Mary & May Cica Tea Tree Soothing Wash-Off Pack, I've been surprised by how much I like that. Not too drying, but there can only be one winner, and it's just gonna have to be this one from Beauty of Joseon. I almost didn't buy this. I am so glad I decided to because here it is in my best K-beauty of 2024. The brand says this hydrates, improves skin texture, soothes inflammation, including acne. It features 5% honey. It's got even an exfoliating component to it in this most gentle of ways. It really is actually an all-in-one face mask, and that's why it has to be the winner. And keep in mind, this is coming from somebody who doesn't actually use this category very often at all. I prefer to use my devices, but sometimes I will break out a mask, and it has just been this mask for me. Because for me, with where I am, of course I'm gonna choose a mask that does a little bit of everything over a targeted mask. And my friends, that's it. That brings us to the end of the best Korean skincare of 2024. Oh, let me know your thoughts. I know some of you have thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And it is okay to disagree. We all have different skin. What are your favorite products? Have you even started to address, do I have favorite skincare of 2024? Yes, the year is ending, I know. And thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all next time.